the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants things which must shortly take place. And he sent and signified it by his angel to his servant John, who bore witness to the word of God and to the testimony of Jesus Christ, to all things that he saw. Blessed is he who reads and those who hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written in it, for the time is near. What is the book of Revelation? Is it a book that was written to strike fear into the hearts of believers? Was it a series of texts inspired by God to warn those of his inevitable show of strength through his inescapable wrath? What is its purpose? This book that was inspired by God and written by John was and is the conclusion to a love letter spanning thousands of years. One that whispered it's time to go, yet roared, here comes the Lord. The book of Revelation is not just an in-depth look into what's to come, but also a declaration of what will be. It is an opportunity to go beyond the veil and finally see what God is preparing. Our lives are full of small revelations, from our time of prayer with the Father to the reading of his word, from sermons we listen to week in and week out, to captivating Bible studies that momentarily pull back the curtains and allow us to have a look into the Lord's war room. This book isn't one that will reveal the exact moment of his coming. No, instead it reminds us to remember the blessed hope when certain events not only begin, but continue to rise to the surface of this world. Much of what we are experiencing today has made its way to the surface in prior generations. The battle of one's will above God's, sons against fathers, daughters against mothers, storms of division and impending wars. But I tell you that in those ages, these things were just at a simmer. But now, things are beginning to boil over as everyone looks to best one another. The traditional home of man and wife is being torn down. Submission is now a word of aggression when God intended it for covering. Churches are now packing their pews to line their pockets, no longer concerned with the heart of God, but the interest of their investments. The lost are looking for answers, yet the saved refuse to share the way. We have become judge, jury, and executioner, deciding who is worthy and who is replaceable. But I tell you this, the book of Revelation, at its core, proclaims, get ready, a storm is coming, that of which is going to wipe away the world. So go and save as many as you possibly can. Reason with them, answer their questions, return their hate with his love, their malice with his kindness, their rhetoric for destruction with his passion for redemption. Stop speaking to the saved, for they don't need a doctor. They need the truth, the gospel truth. The time is near.